Welcome to Get Sports Focus. We are in week 11. Can you believe that? Just like that, we're in week 11. And this is the last week that we're going to do the prediction segment. Coach Andrew, he had a great week last week. He predicted more wins than me last week. So the score is a little bit closer now. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but we'll post it on social media. Anyways, I'm kind of blabbering here because I'm waiting for Coach Andrew to join me. But before we get to that, we have one more set of highlights. This is the GSF Week 10 Game of the Week between Piedmont Hills and Del Mar that was shot by our very own Alejandro Flores.
Get Sports Focus is brought to you by Summit Partners, leaders in growth equity investing. WeightsandBars.com. Build your home gym and shop locally from the Bay Area's best fitness equipment experts. Ike's Love and Sandwiches. Championship level sandwiches every single time. South Bay Construction. A reputation built on trust. And by Fuel Good. Fueling your success. Conveniently located in Santa Clara off Homestead Road. For more info, go to fuelgoodmealprep.com.
This game took place Friday night at Piedmont Hills High. And before we get started, I just want to remind everybody about the GSF Senior All-Star nomination form that is live at our website, GetSportsFocus.com. There are also links from our social media at GetSportsFocus. Main qualification is a 3.0 GPA or above. Must be a starter. And you can get nominated by your coaches, AD, parents can nominate you. And if you want to take part in this special experience, don't miss out. It's our third year doing this, and it's going to be awesome. Here we go. GSF Week 9 Game of the Week. This one's for the BVAL Santa Teresa League. Piedmont Hills took an early lead. Alex Solares plunged in the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. 7-0 Pirates after one quarter. Second quarter, Del Mar got on the board. 38-yard field goal by Aiden Rock is good. Cut the lead 7-3. Don's next possession. Interception, Jonas Petty. Piedmont Hills, they have athletes on both sides of the ball. 40 seconds left in the half. QB Alex Trent to his big man Zachary Polak. That was about a 38-yard hookup. And they got it in. Touchdown number 2 for Solares. 2-point conversion good. 15-3 Piedmont Hills. Del Mar tried to get in field goal range just before the half, but got picked off again by Petty. He's good. He's very good. Score remained 15-3 at intermission. Third quarter. Big baller alert. Tran with a 47-yard bomb to Travis Linane. Ball inside the 5, no problem. Solares got it in. I made it 21-3 Piedmont Hills. Solares finished with 11 carries, 57 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Those are playmaker stats. Seconds left in the third. Pirates added again. Tran to Diego Arias. Touchdown. That extended the lead 28-3 after 3 quarters. Fourth quarter, Don's in good position to score, but Alex Xavier Rivera picked off the pass. He's a dog. And we'll end with this. This is the game of the week. And we need an MVP. Jonas Petty with an 80-yard sprint down the line. Touchdown Pirates. Jonas also had 8 tackles on defense to go along with his 2 interceptions. Can you say MVP? Oh yeah. Game of the week final score 34-10. Alejandro Flores Game of the Week postgame interviews coming up next.
Get Sports Focus is brought to you by Summit Partners, leaders in growth equity investing. WeightsandBars.com. Build your home gym and shop locally from the Bay Area's best fitness equipment experts. Ike's Love and Sandwiches. Championship level sandwiches every single time. South Bay Construction. A reputation built on trust. And by Fuel Good. Fueling your success. Conveniently located in Santa Clara off Homestead Road. For more info, go to fuelgoodmealprep.com.
welcome. First of all, great game on your guys' senior night, all right? But I got a couple awards to hand out, all right? Where is Alex Solares? Where is Alex Solares? Hey, go ahead and reach in there and take the game playmaker of the game. Hey, Alex. And you get a free egg sandwich. But Alex, I got a question for you, all right? Hey, on your senior night, how important was it for you guys to get this win and clinch the league championship?
Oh, my bad.
Oh, you're all good. You're all good. Take your time.
Oh, yes, all right. Woo! Very important. We really needed this win to lock in playoffs. Hey, we got Will Gunn, though. We got to worry about Will Gunn and Indy.
All right. Hey, one more question. What entourage of running backs you guys have on this team? This run game is lethal. What is the biggest contributing factor to that?
When we're all healthy, we're unstoppable.
Simple enough. Hold on a second. I want to check my notes, but I think you guys have an idea of who this. But I want to make sure I get the whole stat line correct here. All right? Here we go. You guys ready? I think y'all know who the MVP is. Jonas Perry. Hold on. Wait a second. Petty? Jonas Petty. Hang on. Y'all ready? 2 interceptions and a touchdown taken all the way to the home. All right. Hey, wherever that shirt just went, can someone pick it up? There we go. Yes, sir. Hey, Jonas Perry. Petty. I need to get that down. That's on me. Jonas Petty. Game of the week MVP. First of all, on your senior night, how does it feel to get a performance like this and not just that, a win for you and your teammates?
It feels real great to do this for the whole team and the family. All the support. I love all y'all.
Let's go. All right, got a couple more questions for you. Hey, on the defensive side, the adjustments you guys made, you know how physical they are as a team. How did you guys match that?
Halftime, if we came back and we beat their butt. We locked in, we changed the game plan a little bit, and we put them to rest.
All right.
Wednesday practice, hard work, dedication, all that. It takes all the scout players and all that. It was a whole team.
All right. Hey, one more question that goes along with what you just mentioned. This whole year, you guys had a goal, go out, win league. And you talked about the dedication every week that you put into practice to get that. How does it feel to now be league champs?
Oh, but it feels mad great.
Yeah! Hey, Piedmont Pirates, your league champion!
Hey, everybody. I'm Alf Joaquin, and that's Coach Andrew. So somebody told me over the weekend, you should put your name like you do Coach Andrew on the bottom because not everybody knows your name. They just know you as the GetSportsFocus guy.
My name's right there.
Huh?
It says Andrew Delacruz right there.
No. You know, like the finished product, we put a nameplate like right here on the bottom, right here.
Oh.
And it'll say Coach Andrew Delacruz, Axios owner, Bay Area Panthers, strength and conditioning coach. We should add GSF All-Star head coach. But for me, I never actually put my name. I just put follow GetSportsFocus. I never thought about it. So
True.
Yeah. So it was an interesting week, interesting weekend.
Yeah.
A lot of things happened, a lot of surprises. You want to start with some quick recap of the year as you move around? Coach Andrew's going to be moving around because he's a busy guy. He's trying to do multiple things at once.
Mm-hmm. Well, it seems like the things that we weren't anticipating to happen, and it shakes up all the rankings for the playoffs, which is crazy.
Yeah. That's true.
So it looks like when people say you want to have a lot of people already know what they're going to do. They already know where they're going to be in the playoffs. Now it's a whole bunch of unknown. A lot of it's going to really be kind of determined on what happens this weekend.
This weekend, yeah, exactly.
Like some people need some people to lose, some people need some people to win, some people it doesn't matter. Like that's where the so it's like I hate being and it's like it happens every year. So it's like, it's unfortunate that like, unfortunate but fortunate that like, sports like this where, you know, you have to see how things shake out. And from what I've seen so far, if anyone hasn't checked the rankings for football, go to Prep to Prep and kind of see where it is right now. But even them, they even wrote it in their article. Even they don't know how it's going to shake out either. So that just tells you that the competitive equity across the board in the CCS has gotten better, and that is a very good sign for this area. So congratulations to everybody for stepping up, playing really really good and really well. My grammar is terrible right now, but playing very well. Um, definitely got. So if we're gonna recap the weekend, definitely got a lot of. I got proven wrong pretty well. I
I got
appreciate.
proven wrong more than you because I only got like 4 games right.
Yeah, I appreciate it though. And you know what? I am glad that you
Yeah.
guys I'm glad you guys like to take part in the fun. I'm really happy that you guys are doing that. It makes us happy because that also shows that you guys are watching, you guys are listening, and you guys are doing something about it.
You know what I don't like though? How come you guys only call us out when we're wrong?
All right, what about calling us
When-
out when we're right?
or when we're picking against you? What is up with that?
Right?
Oh man, oh man. Oh, okay. So a little recap of the Friday. Thursday I went to St. Francis for the freshman game. That was pretty cool to see. I finally saw the freshman team in action for more than a quarter. They look good. They went 8-0, 6-0, league champs.
Congrats.
St. Francis future is looking good, looking good. This kid Dylan Garcia, he's a monster, man. He's gonna be a load. And there's a couple other guys that really stood out. Number 13, um, number 44. Those are gonna be like really outstanding players. And they already have a freshman on varsity, Jaden Lewis. Got an offer at San Jose State. Becca
I
was
saw.
No,
That's
Becca was
huge.
not at the game. I just heard about I just heard about the offer. But guess who was at the game too, coach?
Which one?
The St. Francis game. Yeah, that's right. I saw him walking in. I got a shot of him actually walking on the track to the stand. So he's been to a few games in the past since he's been a 49er. Talking about the Trojan missile. Yes. You can't do that, coach. You're not Polly. You're Filipino.
We don't have a thing.
The Tinikling dance. You gotta hop around. You gotta hop around. No, but it was really cool. It was really cool that he was there, and then Coach Kiala told me like he wanted to talk to Kingston, so I was like, yeah, let's do it, man. He gave him the mic, and that's what you guys saw right there.
It was really funny.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was cool. It was cool. We love doing things like that. We're not scripted. We do whatever we want to do when we want to do it, when it happens. We're all about having fun and at the same time delivering something that everybody can relate to. Um, yeah. So St. Francis took down Valley Christian. That was a pretty good handle, man. I think Serra and Valley Christian is going to be an interesting matchup. But speaking of interesting, I saw Riordan played. They played a complete game, I thought. no penalties, nothing major, no turnovers. They played clean and basic. I hate to say it, but that game was a little boring. The Serra Riordan game, I'm not used to a game with no drama. Like, seriously. And I mean, of course, I got spoiled by the JV game. That was a high scoring game. A lot of like exciting things happened in the JV game. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about that in the prediction segment. Um, Air Nap, second longest touchdown throw for a touchdown. Well, second longest throw for a touchdown in school history. Obviously, Kingston got the tie for his 98-yard kick return. Very good, very good. He's got a lot of records. All-time rusher, all-purpose yards, single game rushing, all that stuff. So he's having a great year. What else? Los Gatos, man. What happened? You guys were talking smack. Hey, but you know what? It's not about that. It's about Bray Rosa, who is a senior. Uh, he's the man. Congratulations, Bray Rosa. You are the GSF game changer, the equivalent of player of the week. He's having a great year, and he put the team on his back, coach. Scored 3 touchdowns. He had 8 tackles. He had a TFL. He had a sack. He forced a fumble that totally changed the game, sealed the win for the Wilcox Chargers. And while we're at it, congratulations to his papi, Coach Rosa. I shouldn't say it that way. Congratulations to Pops. Him, Coach Paul Rosa and his staff, the GSF coaching staff of the week. Excellent job, gentlemen. I love that. That staff is really good. They do a really good job with the boys at Wilcox, and so
It was funny to hear my wife like say like, wow, like he's like, he's been there. He was there when she was going to school there, so she knows.
hmm,
She's very aware of like how good Wilcox football used to be.
yeah,
Um, I guarantee you, like at like a sevens tournament or like a scrimmage, I probably ran into her sometime when she was there on campus. I don't know, maybe, but she was super happy. But she actually knew that this game was also like she knows that this is like a really big game every year. Like she knew that like Los Gatos Wilcox was always like a packed game, and then I believe it was also the Santa Clara Wilcox game was always a packed game.
yeah.
So she went and watched. So she was super happy. She was like, "Yeah, Chargers," and she's like, "Don't ever pick against them again." And I was like, "I probably won't." Um, but you
UTMA.
know, yeah, but Los Gatos, like,
Yeah,
hey
no,
guys,
Los Gatos is really good,
really
and
good.
we're
Like,
hey, we were expecting them to be in the Open Championship, but or D1 Championship, but that might not be the case now.
it
Uh,
probably still will be because just because of the points that like this is no takeaway from like you guys being a very good program. Like, it's it any given week, this just proves it. Any given week, anybody can win. I mean, Wilcox had it with Burlingame. Like, look what happened there.
yeah,
Like, it doesn't matter who
last
you
night.
play; it's just who shows up that day. Um, but just to clear the record, I have picked you guys a million times. By the way, just FYI.
That's what I'm saying.
So I don't know
Hey,
what it. I
we
don't
get
know
called
where.
out for picking against them, but they never say anything when we pick them unless it's valid.
Right. So again, like to reiterate what you said earlier, like you guys, like don't just give us flack when we pick against you. Like, come on, give us some kudos when we pick you right. Like, we believe in you
Right,
guys too.
right.
Like, it's make us proud and prove us wrong. Don't just prove us wrong. Like, that's not
Mhm.
what this is about. But it's also like, yeah, do I know football? I do actually know football. I'm pretty sure I've played football since I was 10 years old.
Well, Coach Andrew probably knows more football than an average coach because his involvement in the game is not just coaching the game. it's it's a lot. So I don't even think you have to talk about that, coach, because
No, I don't.
your credential speaks for itself.
Right. And honestly, like like I don't have to. Like, I watch football, like I'm with football like all year. Like
Works with
almost
professionals, people,
yeah.
professionals, the level that you all want to achieve. That will most likely not happen because only a small percentage of people get to that level. But I do want to give a shout out to Jake Gerber, the kicker from Los Gatos. Check this
Great
out.
kicker.
He's
Good kicker.
31 for 31 in PATs. He's 4 for 4 in field goals. They don't kick a lot of field goals because they score. Los Gatos is really good. And he's been nominated to the GSF Senior All-Star game. And hey, we'll take you. We'll take it. We'll take him. You're gonna be on Coach Andrews' team. He needs a kicker right now. And so, and he does qualify with the GPA, and I think it's gonna be fun having him and the cowboy kicker. Ooh, we should put on a show between them two. Oh, I just got an idea. Hey, the last 2 years we've done the All-Star game. It's been fun with the special teamers. We don't ignore special teams. We actually put them in the mix in every aspect of practice and all that stuff. So, Jay, looking forward to having you on board. I'll be getting in touch with you in the next couple of days. But congratulations, because he's one of the best in the CCS. He's got uh, twice as many touchbacks when it comes to kickoff and
Touchbacks.
touchbacks, TBs. Yes, exactly. So he's gonna be a good one. I talked about Bray Rosso already. Mitty beat the Bellarmine Bells. We both got that right.
We sure did. And
Jonah,
it was really cool to see Owen Harrington back.
yeah, he caught a pass. I think it was a 21-yard pass from Jonah. Jonah scored 2 touchdowns. Lazaro scored 3, I believe. So they handled Bellarmine pretty well. But Jonah, the GSF Senior All-Star QB Jonah, he's gonna be joining us as well. Looking forward to working with him. I think we
Me
saw Jonah
too.
on 7-on-7, right? That's your QB.
Do people know that yet?
Did we see him on 7-on-7?
I
I
don't
think
know. I only went to one tournament and I'm pretty sure I won it.
I think we did. Well, since we're talking about all stars, I do want to publicly admit and welcome my Gunn Titans to the GSF Senior All Star Experience this coming year. This at the end of the year, Sam, JJ, Mateo. There's a kid named I hope I'm pronouncing his name, but it's Tuuta Fiishi. Um, and Jonathan Smoyer. Ooh, we got some athletes coming, coach. They're gonna be on Coach Harrison's team. The Gunderson Grizzlies head coach, two-time GSF champion, GSF All-Star champion. Hey, they're gonna win league. Well, I don't wanna jinx it, but they're about to win league this this coming Friday. Slow down. They're gonna be playing. They're gonna host San Jose High. San Jose, hey, they can serve an upset, right? So we can't. I shouldn't have said that, but I just want to say it's been a great year for Coach Harrison, and since we're talking seven, we mentioned 7-on-7. The Dogs are now the 5 stars for our 7-on-7 team. So you guys have been upgraded. So looking forward to working with Andrew Fernandez and all those guys for the off season. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I have as far as any stuff that I
Mm.
mentioned from the week before. Burlington
Congrats, Brenton. I can't pronounce his last name.
Gates.
Gages. Congrats on your commitment to Pacific.
Yes.
Big congrats. That's huge. Like, well deserved. I mean, I've seen you at all the 7-on-7. I saw you last year.
Yep. Perhaps.
Playing too. Like, dude, yeah, he just got so much better. And that's just really exciting. So congratulations to you, and congratulations to all the other kids that have gotten offers and have said their commitments. If you haven't gotten an offer right now, like, it doesn't mean that you're not getting looked at. It's probably because you probably haven't reached out to anybody yet.
Yeah.
Start
Hey,
doing that. Go and do that.
oh,
If your tape isn't done at this point, like, get on top of that like ASAP. Most of you guys are probably going to be done this weekend, and you should be done with your tape
that is
already.
crazy, man. Season's over for the majority of the teams out there after this weekend. That's crazy.
But let's you ready? Let's get going.
I'm ready. I'm ready. One more shout out. See this little square right here? It's too small. You can't really see it. But that's Micah Mosley. I met his parents at Valley Christian. She was wearing the shirt. His dad and his mom was wearing these North Carolina looking shirts. It looked cool, and she was like, "Oh, I should have known you. Should have brought one for you." And I was like, "Yeah," because they saw me wearing Kingston shirt last week. So,
Oh, sorry
oh,
to everybody that I couldn't make it this weekend. I had some personal things that I had to attend to. Um, it
D-Day.
wasn't because I didn't want to. I have to do some of these things.
Maybe he'll show up at the Serra game in San Mateo.
I will be at
His Valley.
we'll see.
We'll see. All right, I'm gonna get my
Um
notes out because I want to make sure I take notes so I can write down the scores. Current scoreboard is 72, me, 63, Coach Andrew. You made up. You made up like
it's kind of like my fantasy. I started the season like 0-3. I haven't lost a game since.
yeah. Well,
Take some time. That's how you finish.
I'm gonna shoot off some of these teams you might not be as familiar, but I'm pretty sure you are
Okay, let's
because
go.
we've talked
What are we
about.
gonna do? Oh, we should try a rapid fire. Then let me just go. All right, let's go. Ready?
Okay, ready? San Jose at Gunderson.
Gunderson. Gunderson's been playing really well. Not, but you're right. Like, it's not saying that like San Jose can't spoil a game. I actually was able to talk to their coach on Thursday. They seem very, very prepared. It's gonna be a good game. This is gonna be a
Oh, who's prepared? Gunderson or
San
San Jose?
Jose.
San
San Jose
Jose,
High.
yeah.
San Jose High is ready for this game. San Jose High is just been getting better. Ran into our first year All Star, the
Yeah.
quarterback from San Jose. Was talking to him a little bit. It was really cool, but I got to give big ups to Coach Harrison, and Gunderson is just in a very good position and have a great opportunity to do something that hasn't happened in a very long
3
time.
years.
In a very long time. So I think just because of that, like, I'm going to give Gunderson the edge on this one. I'm going to call 28-14 Gunderson.
28-14. My score is actually where's it at? Where is it at? My score is actually 35-14.
Okay.
28-14, 28 to
Just
14.
don't make mistakes.
G House.
Can't say G Town because they call Gilroy High G Town. So I can't say G Town.
It's G House.
Hmm.
G House for Gunderson.
Okay,
All
who's
right.
next?
Next up, Live Oak hosting the Christopher Cougars.
All right. This is such an interesting game.
You're making me hungry, man. You're eating. I haven't eaten.
I'm on meal prep right now. So
It is very interesting. I'm gonna do my pick. I got 24-21 Live Oak.
okay.
I know.
Okay.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you. But Christopher has Jackson Robinson.
They do.
Jackson is like, he does make, I mean, he's like any other player. Like, the team makes mistakes. Like, everyone makes mistakes in the games. It's just, you got to let go of it, like, as it happens, right? But I think it is an interesting game. Live Oak is coming into this game playing spoiler because they already have, like, they could possibly already have a locked spot because right now they're sitting in second in the league. So they already got a lock on it. So this game, yes, it matters, but it's more of a personal game. This is the biggest game. This is a cross city rivalry. Morgan
Mhm.
Hill versus Gilroy.
Yep.
Who's better? Um,
Who's gonna win, Coach?
man, um, I think it's gonna be really close. It was so close last year too. It came down to the last drive.
I got
Um,
24-21 live oak.
yeah, 24-21 live oak. I'm gonna go 27-24 Christopher.
Done.
Yeah.
This next one's a really good one. It's in Danville, San Ramon Valley versus Monte Vista. It's always a big game. This one's at Monte Vista, so it's at the ranch. Always a high scoring game, despite the defense. I think they cater to the fans. The fans love the fireworks. So I'm calling 49-38 SRV, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Oh,
SRV. I'm gonna go SRV too. But
okay.
I'm probably gonna go like 35-31. Keep it a little bit closer. Um, the last few games that SRV has played have been pretty close,
Yeah.
you
I
know.
think it's the mid-season lag. Like, it's like they were, I think they're just easing up a little bit, getting ready for the
A little too much.
playoff push. No, but
Right.
Monte Vista, I mean, this is a rivalry game. Records are out the door when it comes to rivalry games. So, um, but I do expect a very high scoring game. Yep, yep, yep. Menlo-Atherton, Wilcox, coach. What's your score? I got 28-14. Bray Rosa and the Wilcox Chargers.
Um, if there's probably like, next to Los Gatos, this is probably the next best defense in their league that can step up to the running attack with Wilcox.
Yeah.
So, it's going to be, I can see this already being like a physical game. So it's like, it's just who's just going to like get punched in the mouth first, like, and who's going to throw the punch first. So, again, I already said it earlier, I'm not going to pick against Wilcox ever again. I've learned my lesson over the last how many years to not do that. But I do like Wilcox's chances in this game. There's a lot at stake for Menlo-Atherton in this
Yeah.
game. It's placement for playoffs, so I'm not going to be surprised if they come out swinging hard in this game. This is going to be a closer game. I'm going to say like a 28-21 Wilcox game.
Okay.
27-21.
27. Somebody's gonna miss a PAT. 27-21. Oh, I put 22. 21 Wilcox. Okay, okay. The Valpo Bowl, Menlo School at Sacred Heart Prep.
Um, prep doesn't prep prep doesn't look as strong as they have in the past.
Yeah, I was gonna say same thing.
Menlo School has been playing very well, like closing out like this half of the season. So I'm gonna go with the Knights. So Menlo School, I'm gonna go with them. 20, actually I'll probably go like 31-18.
Okay. Mine is 42-24. I did some research on their scoring drives, and I just think Menlo, once they get going, it's going to be hard to stop. Sacred Heart Prep, they do have a handful of guys, seniors that I mean, this game is going to mean a lot to them because it's at home, it's at night. I believe it's at night. It should be at night. And so I think they're going to fight, and I think it's going to be a 42-24 game. Um, the next game is Jefferson at Gunn on Thursday. Yours truly will be there. My alma mater. I gotta welcome my GSF All-Star uh in person. Where did you go, dude? Coach Andrew disappeared. Uh Looking at
Oh,
this
you
game,
have to move.
both of these teams, if you look at their schedule, they score a lot of points and they've shut out the other team, the other opponents. I think this is going to be a close game. So I'm going to call Gun Titans 22-21. This is going to be Gunn's biggest challenge by far as far as the regular season. I know they played who did they won 15-14 against somebody. It might have been Monte Vista, but no, I don't think it's Monte Vista. But anyways, I think it's going to be a close game. Jefferson's not going to come down to Palo Alto to, just play a game and lose a game. I think they're going to fight. They're going to bring it. So Titans 22-21.
Is this a title game?
It's a title game.
Yeah, there's a lot at stake, man. Like these are again, all these games are probably going to be a lot closer than probably anybody anticipates. Um, I like Gunn. They've just been winning again. Like I'm not going to call something on teams that I don't know too much about. So there. Hmm. There's my little like asterisk on like calling games. I'm only calling it based on what I know. I'm not gonna, and I've said it many times. I won't say anything about a team if I don't know anything about it. So I'm just going based off of like the information that I'm handed. So Gunn is undefeated, and what is Jefferson's record?
7-2.
So just based on that, and Gunn's been consistent all year.
They have it.
I don't know anything about Jefferson, but like I said, I'll go off of what you said. A team isn't gonna come from like South San Francisco. They're from South San Francisco, right?
Daily
They're not
City.
gonna come all the way down to the peninsula just to like play a game. Like they're gonna and if they have a shot at taking the title too, like they're gonna want to go get it.
Yeah.
So probably gonna be around the same thing, probably like a 24-21 game.
Okay. 24-21.
Gunn.
Gunn. All right, let's get into the WCAL games. We'll start with this one. Kezar Stadium, Sacred Heart Cathedral hosting the Bellarmine Bells. Yeah. Last chance for the Bellarmine seniors to fight like hell. Unfortunately, they're gonna go against a very hungry and talented Sacred Heart Cathedral. I think there's some playoff implications here, right, for Sacred Heart. So I don't see them easing up. They did really well against SI, and at one point they were actually
They were
ahead.
winning.
They were winning. So I'm gonna pick Sacred Heart 42-17. I could see Bellarmine putting up 17 points in the second half, maybe the fourth quarter, just to kind of like wrap up their year in a good way. It's been tough, especially for the seniors. So, are we going to see any Bellarmine Bells in the GSF All-Star game? Maybe we might see two or three. You know, the you guys are more than welcome to join us. But that's what I think. It's going to be 42-17, Sacred Heart Cathedral wrapping up the season.
Yeah, Sacred Heart's too strong in this game. Like they're too heavily favored in this game. But you're right. Like, Bellarmine has a chance to it's like to end on a strong note. You they they could play like, and that's the thing. Like, it's just about like taking it one drive at a time. And I think Bellarmine could, put some points on the board. But I don't think. Okay, I take back what I said earlier. I think this game will probably be one of the few that's not going to be very close. I'm gonna say 42-7, probably a repeat score of what last week's game was against Mitty. Running clock in the second half. So, Sacred Heart Cathedral. It's like it bums me out to say it that way against Bellarmine. I love the program over there. The coaches are great guys. There's a lot of history with that program, and it's just, hey, it's a very off year. So just learn all the young guys, like take everything that you learned from this year and see what you can improve on for the next season.
Yep. No. So what was your score? 42-7?
42-7.
Got it. Foothill College, Mitty Monarchs hosting St. Ignatius. Ooh, if there's a game that Mitty can totally mess up,
It's this
as
one.
far as like spoil the fun, it's this one. Can you imagine if Mitty beats SI? Holy smokes. But they're not.
Whoa, hold on. Okay. Go ahead, say what you need to say.
Hey, no, look, check this out. Two GSF All-Stars going at it. Jonah Cronin. He's got this is an opportunity for him to rain on the SI parade. SI is on the roll right now. And Soren, I mean, I think Soren's having a player of the year, kind of a year. And
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah,
yeah,
great
I
year.
don't know if they know each other, but man, I could see this being a tight game going to the end, but I'm picking SI 38-28.
Hmm.
Uh Jarius Hogan. Ty Hicks, man, you gotta keep an eye on that kid because he is a sneaky dude and he can change the game. Uh Ty, number 5. That forced fumble against Sacred Heart deflated the entire green side. So
Right.
yeah, that's what that I just think they're a lot more. The momentum is on SI, but man,
Right. I
Mitty
mean,
can really spoil this.
they can. And this is what I'll say. Hang on, I gotta get this guy ready for his lift. Hang on. Everyone wants to know what's happening. We have a online qualifier for an 8th grader who's trying to make it to his first weightlifting nationals to
What?
represent the city of Gilroy and to represent my gym. Um, you know, there's other sports. I coach other sports.
Yeah, coach got a lot of things going on. Coach got it
Yeah,
going
but
on.
honestly, like with Mitty, I had a good chance to, kind of catch up with Jonah over the weekend, just to kind of talk to him a little bit. Um, and hang on, come on, hold it, 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 down. He made the lift. We'll post it. He's actually snatching.
Oh, so
Yeah,
like all the way up.
all the way up. I'll because I'm calling it right now, like with how I'm doing things over here. So I will post these lifts on my Instagram so that you guys can actually see, like, this is actually what's been going on in the background. That's why you hear some weight dropping. But back to what I was saying, Mitty showed last week like what they can do when they're at full strength.
Yeah,
So yes, do I think it's very possible for them to do this? Yes, absolutely. You got to pretty much play flawless. Um, it's not going to be easy. And this has nothing to do with like just because like I went to Mitty, like I've always and will forever always rolled my Mitty guys. And because of how they showed it up last weekend, and talking to Jonah, actually had him walk me through like how the game went last weekend. He's got something to prove.
yeah,
And this is a good time to like go and prove it. Like this is a great team to prove that to. This is good for you and good for every other senior on this team and all the other players. This is a great game. This is a great opportunity. And think about it that way. This is a great opportunity to make some noise. But it's going to be hard. This is going to be a 24-21 midi game because they lost it last year by 1 point. Right? It was 1 point.
I believe so. It was a Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Back at the end
So
zone.
you know what to expect. Mitty, you guys know what to expect. Play discipline, play the full game, and you got to rely on each other. I'll hopefully see you guys this week before this game.
I feel like there's gonna be heartbreak at the end of this game. Like either way,
On either side, there's going to be some
whoever
heartbreak.
is gonna be a heartbreaking kind of a scenario. So, but moving on, the Serra Padres senior night against Valley Christian. Yes, I'm gonna be there for the JV game because the JV game is for the league title. So just so everybody knows, like we do keep an eye on the WCL JV and freshmen, and whoever's on top or second, like we try to go to the. But this is it. This is the last game of the season. Gonna be there for the JV game. The winner is the league champs for the JV, but for the varsity, ooh, this is
There's a
this
lot
is
of playoff implications in this game.
a lot, right? It's
Like,
I think so both teams lost.
right. So just so like people don't know, and honestly, like anyone in the comments, you guys can like really like correct us if we're wrong, but this is just based on like what I've seen because of the loss with Serra to Riordan, and I mean, and with Valley Christian going down too, it shook up the rankings quite a bit, and it kind of like now one of these like top spots in the open division, which is slated. Like this makes everything very complicated. This game is one of the games that you actually like for all the other teams that are looking at the playoffs and looking to see like where their seating's at. This is one of the games that you have to keep an eye on. There's a lot at stake on this because it's going to change the rankings a lot. So this is something that like a lot of people are going to be keeping an eye on. So I don't know. Like this is tough. Like this is a tough game. Like on paper, they're pretty even. On paper, man, this is a hard one for me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
He's gonna do it.
I think Valley can take this. I think Valley can take this game.
No, I think so too.
They can. It's not, again, this is not going to be easy because there is a lot at stake at this game, and man, I say Valley. I don't even want to go any more in depth into it. I'm Valley Christian 24-21. Valley.
Put that on loop.
Please. Yeah, I know.
I saw both. I've watched both teams. There's Valley's got a little bit of an edge when it comes to experience and speed. But after seeing Serra the last couple of weeks, they have developed a way to really put the smack down on people. That Riordan game, and this is me being honest, Serra lost to Riordan because Riordan was more talented. They're just a little bit more talented, player-wise. That catch by Sinai Thomas, that really put the game away. I mean, that was deflating because it's like, man, this is what you can expect the rest of the game. And even though Serra kind of came back, again, they almost came back. Riordan just
Closed it out.
Yeah, they did. So that was a complete game for Riordan. We'll talk about that next. But Serra at home at night, senior night, there's a lot going on here. And Valley Christian, they haven't beaten Serra in like more than 10 years. I'm just going to go with history. But because this is like an activated performance bowl, Coach Lopetti's guys are playing. He's got a lot of Serra guys and a lot of Valley guys. You got Rome Pritchard, QB. I'm going to go with the Padres 33-31.
Yeah, see, it's going to be close.
Yeah.
It's going to be like, who makes the plays when they count. So
Yep.
This can swing at like. So I want to, I'm going to say it this way for my picks, especially like take my picks with a grain of salt because like anything can happen. Like last weekend proved that, dude, anything can happen right now.
Yeah.
This is how you want to watch football.
Yeah.
This makes it exciting. Anything can happen.
Well, what's interesting to me is St. Francis won big against Valley, but they didn't look too excited about it. Like they're focused on the end product, end result. So that's scary. Serra, kind of the same way. That was a big loss, but I think they're going to be focused for this game against Valley Christian. And for the
Yeah.
season, I'm not sure how Tommy Miller is feeling, but he's probably questionable for this weekend. He hurt his shoulder. That was a big loss for Serra, by the way, on defense. So, but yeah, so you got VC, I got Serra. let's move on. The last game that we're predicting for the entire season. This is our last prediction segment, Coach, because it's the last regular season and we don't do playoffs. We prepare for the All-Star game. St. Francis at Riordan.
Ooh, okay. So
A lot of
we
stars, a
saw
lot of stars.
we saw Riordan play a complete game.
They did.
And again,
So did
even
St.
the players from St. Francis say this. We have yet to see them play a complete game. Is this it? I feel like we keep saying, like, is this it? Even some of the players say, like, is this gonna be our complete game? I think it's Jackson Cahoon said it like twice. He said it twice. Like, we have yet to play a complete game. We have yet to play a complete game. This is the time to play the complete game, guys.
I
um,
think I think they played a complete game against Valley Christian. It was
yeah,
very, very close.
maybe. I mean, they did. They fired on all cylinders. They fired on all phases of the game. Like, that big kickoff returns. Special teams was doing it. I mean, Aaron was like, he's passing through the air. Kingston on the ground. Defense was making the stops when they needed to make the stops. I mean, yeah, maybe, but I guess. I mean, not I guess, but like, every team has their own standards. I wouldn't be surprised if these players from St. Francis still would say like they didn't play a complete game last week,
Yeah.
because I would assume
Well,
like a complete.
there's definitely room for improvement.
Mhm.
But the way they did play, it was like, wow, like who can beat this team?
So it's got to be one. It's going to be one of those games where talent's got to show up.
Exactly. That's exactly where I was going with this.
So talent's going to show up in this game. Now, Riordan, your guys have to show up this way that they did last week. That can't just be like a one-time thing. But you prove to yourself that yes, you guys have the talent and they can play very well. St. Francis also has a talent and they can play very well. This is going to be a very exciting game. But again, like, and maybe this is because I'm a running back biased person, but they have a good running back over at Riordan too. So again, I'm going to say it's going to be whoever controls the ground more. I've seen more of Kingston controlling the ground game a lot better. His O line plays pretty lights out and and he'll make his own holes too. Like, just because of that, like that X factor on its own, like I give St. Francis the edge. But this is going to be close. 28-24 St. Francis. Close, very close.
28-24. I see a very explosive showing for both the offenses. What's worrying me is the way Valley Christian went for the home run ball to Lasavion, to McIlvain, to Wade. Rome was throwing it, and they were open. But they didn't catch the ball because it was, they were kind of twisted around. That cannot happen with Sonai Thomas
Right.
and Chris Lawson. I'm telling you right now, you cannot let that happen. So it's going to come down to the defensive line of St. Francis and the offensive line of Valley Christian. I mean, of Riordan. It's going to come down to those two. And yeah, that's why
Oops.
it's going to be a great game. But you know what? In Kingston, we trust. 44-36, St. Francis.
That's a wild one.
What?
It's a wild prediction.
It is?
No,
44-30. What was your score again?
28-24.
28-24. Riordan?
No, St. Francis.
St. Francis. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Valley Christian showed a lot, some weaknesses, some St. Francis weaknesses. They showed some holes. And if Riordan,
Figures them out.
yeah, this game could turn into a different outcome, and then everything would be really messed up now.
Yeah,
Right?
this is again like all the WCAL games have a lot of like playoff implications to
Yeah.
it. Like, and it doesn't matter like who's playing. It's like everyone. Like, you can play spoiler. Shoot, even Bellarmine. Maybe this is a game. What if Bellarmine shows up this week?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We
No,
don't know.
I think I think this is gonna be this is gonna wrap up the regular season, and whatever happens, congratulations to the winning team. But St. Francis at Riordan, day game. It was a nice day up there over the weekend, so I really enjoyed that. But this could be a very memorable game. Let's just say memorable game for both teams because now Riordan is on a roll. Who did we pick in the beginning of the season? I got Serra,
Riordan,
St. Francis, Riordan, SI. So who are the top four teams right now? St.
St.
Francis,
Francis,
SI, Riordan,
and Serra.
and Serra. Or is it Valley and Riordan?
I think it's Valley and Riordan. I don't. I got to look at the standings.
So Sarah's kind of like in the
I think
fifth,
Sarah's. I think Sarah's actually fifth
third. So there's a
in the
tie.
league.
Yeah, yeah. Or something like that. Well, that's the prediction segment, the last prediction segment of 2024. We got to concentrate on bigger and better things during the playoffs, but we're going to be covering playoff games. As you can see, Coach Andrews over there, he's hella busy, but he's still doing this because he wants to talk to you guys and share his knowledge and all that stuff. Maybe one of these days we're going to get a tour of his gym since he's got it blurred out. We'll do
Yeah, maybe we'll see.
MTB Cribs, Coach. MTB Cribs.
Oh yeah, welcome to my crib.
Welcome to my crib. Anything that we need to touch up on before we need to go? 7-on-7 schedule coming up, people. Prepare. And we're also going to do not really a tryout, a sign up for our 12U and 14U. And
Yeah, we're
time.
getting ready. We're getting ready for that development program.
Yes.
So we're just trying to like tie up some details on that. So just keep a lookout for that, and then get those nominations in. Get the nominations in because the list is growing. From what you told me, the list is growing, and we want to start confirming you guys since this is the last week for a good majority of you. And if you guys don't want this week to be your last high school football game, right?
Felt that.
I know.
Felt that.
Here's here. I'll touch up on this right now. It is November. You guys have legitimately about 6 weeks left of school. So I'm gonna just kind of go off the cuff on this one. Do what you need to do to talk to your teachers if you are falling behind in school. If you are trying to play at the next level and you've already dug yourself in a hole, it doesn't mean that you can't get out of it. Go figure out how you can get out of this. Go talk to your teachers, talk to your teammates, talk to your friends, get some help, get your grades up because, you can't be a student athlete without being a student. So you guys got to get that. And, based on our requirements for the All-Star game, we do look at your grades because it's about what you can do not only on the field, but what you do off the field. I'm a big advocate for that. And as a coach, if I can see that you take care of your grades, it means I can trust you with some stuff on the field too, or whatever surface you play on, whatever sport you play on. I can trust you to get your job done. That's all it means. Get that done. Not saying that it's a lost cause, but you have a chance to fix it. So fix it.
Yep. And we'll end with that. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.